Hi, I'm Avinash Ambale. I have an engineering background. I'm running my fourth startup now. Fourth startup across 3 continents, US, UK and India, with about 2 exits behind me. The current company is called Pervazive. We are doing what we call curative analytics, which looks at machine data from telecom networks and automatically tries to fix it before consumers like you and I have problems with the quality of service we get from the networks. That's what we do today. We started roughly about 3 years back. We were looking at the industry from the perspective of how can we automate some of the routine maintenance tasks that engineers perform in maintaining a network day in, day out. And that is the genesis of where we started. We found that despite being a high-tech industry, the telecom industry being full of telecom engineers, there still is a lot of manual operation. It's run the way any regular retail store would be run, and not something that would be run by an engineer. So there's absolutely no automation, which is a starting point for us to look at it and say, is there something we can do about automating it so that inefficiencies are reduced, operational costs are reduced, and take it from that perspective. So that was our jumping point into this specific segment. And as we got deeper, we found that the problems are widespread in that the numbers are huge. Of course, the very top level perspective is that telecoms globally they spend a lot of money on operational costs of maintaining the network. A recent research report from OWAM says staff costs of maintaining the networks for telecoms are up to about $236 billion. And that is wasted time and effort, because all they're doing is looking at a fault, reacting to it, and not doing anything proactively in terms of analyzing data patterns and see if there is a smarter fix to it. So this is where we come in. And our goals with this are to be able to automate the management of every device on the planet if we can, or at least start with the telecom devices and then move from there into what the industry calls the Internet of Things. So if we can look at all things, all smart things, and see if we can automate the management of it. We don't necessarily look at the traffic that goes on the network. So if YouTube is not streaming fast enough, that's not important enough for us, but we're looking at if the device that is streaming the YouTube content is up and running. That's all we're looking at. And primarily that's our growth plans going forward, is to be able to look at the devices in the world and be able to automate the management of that, because despite devices being called smart, the management of the devices is not smart enough. It's still manual, and that's the market we're taking on. So the perspective, largely there are reported to be about 7 billion devices across the world at this point of time, smart devices, which includes both consumer devices as well as non-consumer devices. So that's a perspective that we're looking at. If we take the management of some of those devices and automate the management of that, we would save a lot of human effort in doing what we're doing. So that's largely what we're trying to do, and the journey's been great. I think for perspective, this is my 4th time startup, as I say. So the key lesson is perseverance, persistence, and more perseverance. Things happen, but it doesn't happen in the timelines we expect it to. So that's about it. Thank you very much.